Yeah. Oh, there's Matt. Okay, he's coming. Nooks and crannies.
Do you want to intro him before he gets on?
Ooh, intro. Okay.
Or wait.
I don't know.
This meeting is being recorded.
I know that voice.
Hello, team.
Hi.
Hi.
He's in the flesh.
There I am.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yay.
Hello, hello.
There you are. How you doing, Matt?
Cheers.
Yay.
In his golf gear. And a beer.
Very
He
Canadian.
is. It's very Canadian.
Yay. All right, Wayne, should we do our little toodaloo? Or should we talk? Do we want to talk about anything before setting things up or such?
I'd say we just get to it. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless-
There's
are
like
you
a
ready?
mountain there's a mountain and a half of topics there. And
I
then I wrote
know.
some notes this morning and I look at them, I'm like, that's way too many notes for Mouse and Weens.
No, go for it. You
I
can
like
take
the
it over.
notes.
This could be a Nooks and Crannies takeover where you just inform. That would be great.
I like
Welcome
the
to Mouse and
informing.
Weens.
Yes.
That's it.
Today you'll be informed.
All right. Ahoo! Well, here we are.
What does
you
your
guys.
hat say, by the
Oh,
way?
yes,
First,
yes.
Tittlins?
Everyone says Titleist.
Oh.
It's Titleist. It's a golf ball manufacturer. I started
love it.
noticing that I'm starting to get a little like, So
Oh,
I had
I
to-
just pulled out gray hairs this morning.
Yeah, I had to hairspray mine. I get gray right here, and I filled in my eyebrows. It's happening. We're all.
With what?
What do I fill in my eyebrows with? The little eyebrow
Oh, the
pencil?
hair's falling out? Oh.
It's just my eyebrows look thinner. I don't know. It's like one of those subtle little old age things that you didn't think you cared about until you look in the mirror and go, "Huh, okay." So,
my
But do you
eyebrows
meant-
are expanding.
Are they?
See? No,
Yeah.
that's not fair. Guys get more wild in that area. That's kind of fun.
Are they expanding in the middle or on the sides?
Kind of like unnecessarily like right there.
Oh, very curious.
Wow, you're getting the professors.
They're
maybe.
also expanding out there as
Yeah.
well. So.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
ears. It's all
Hey,
good.
what's your eyebrow action, by the way? We did this the other day. Like, what can you control? I could do this one.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
intense.
that's good.
So almost like a semi-rock. Like
Yeah, nice. I can only do it if I hold it
Wow.
down
You just look like Clark
and then let
Kent.
go.
this is my professorial look.
Mm,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
transformative. Wow.
The thoughtful crease right there. I like that. That's good. Yay.
But it does seem like in America, the colonial experience was like an ever-ending westward expansion. And something I was thinking about in the notes, that probably started after your Revolutionary War, right? Once you got the British out of there, right? You guys could started expanding. And then you got slavery as well. So you got people coming from like the East, like the Atlantic slave trade, essentially, kind of further pushing westward. So like, I mean, if it wasn't a displacement of peoples onto reservations, which absolutely happens in Canada as well, it seems like, yeah, there's a lot more direct, like physical violence, like outright, like eliminating of villages and things, and then just like in Oklahoma, like Trail of Tears and what have you. But I mean, I imagine that happens in Canada, but I can only imagine because we don't talk about it.
Right.
It
Are
was
you in a
a
closet?
Yes.
Pride. It's Pride Month. I need to get out. Yes, because my sister yells at me because I'm always echoey. So I went in the closet. It's 108 degrees in here.
Yeah.
I keep trying to open the door.
I know. We're gonna see your neighbor walk in soon. Remember when he came in unannounced while you were recording in the closet?
I have the most fucked up house. Last time we were recording and I was in the closet, I'm like, I think I hear someone on the other side of my wall. And I go out in the landlord's and there was some guy.
Landlord
who's
and a worker.
looking at solar panel. I was like, hi,
in her
I
living
live
room.
here.
Yeah. Awful.
I almost
like,
sprayed him with
sorry.
my grizzly bear
Whoa.
spray.
Like knocked. She
Wow.
didn't answer because she's recording. She's busy, and they just let themselves in. Yeah.
No.
I gotta move out of this place. It's
Yeah.
and now there's people in the backyard. I had to blast Battlefield Earth with John Travolta. I turned it up to full volume to get him out of the backyard, just because, and open all the windows, just like "Rawr, terrible dialogue. Boo 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 boo. Anyway, back to aliens. I'm sorry. I get so. Okay, tell me
It's good
this.
to be
You're
a
a
Canadian,
Scorpio.
right?
you've got
that and
land.
that crazy jogger, that silent jogger. Like,
Yeah, that was in San
I don't
Diego
want any
here.
part of San Diego.
Yeah, no, that guy. Won't even go back. We said it was Lake Poway. It was Miramar Lake. I wanted to make that correction too, but anyway.
Oh, she had a creepy jogger following her. I'm in LA, so there's all the serial killers who are from here, and
we have a couple
landlords that walk in your house.
Yeah.
Hey, so does
Do you?
BC. We're the capital,
Really?
Canadian's capital of serial killing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like Washington for some reason. It's the rain and the woods. Like, it's a good place to dump a body. And what have you.
And the SADS, do you guys have a lot of SADS up there?
Seasonal
Depression?
affective disorder.
100%. Yeah, I think that's it. And also, it's just like a lot of untreated like psychopathy and stuff. And then we also have like, just to bring this right down, this is why we don't do true crime on Nooks and Crannies, but there's it's called the Trail of Tears in Canada, a Highway of Tears. It's highway number 7, I believe. It's up in the northern part of British Columbia, up around like Prince George and stuff, and there's no like cell phone reception there, so young women will go like hitchhiking to go from town to town, and from town to town in Canada is like an hour and a half driving at like 80 miles an hour or something like that, right? So it's far, and they just go missing all the time, and it's primarily Indigenous like women and girls, missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. If there's people who want to be horrified as well as find some really worthy causes to support, that's a good start.
And there's still a lot of hitchhiking. People still do it, and
yeah,
it's
because
the only
how
way to
else?
get around.
Basically, yeah.
Can't afford.
If not, then you're going for a 10-hour walk, right? You probably still get like snatched, you know.
Oh my God.
See, isn't that interesting? I've always romanticized Canada as being this peaceful,
It's desolate.
there's desolate, depression, and serial killers.
Where
Oh,
all the people
no.
go hide.
But we got
Where am
universal
I-
health care.
There you go.
Not
That's-
universal mental health care. That's for darn
So if
sure.
you make it, if you survive, at least someone's going to take care
And
of
low,
you, set you up.
not many guns. I remember that from the Michael Moore documentary, right?
Not as many guns, but we actually are starting to have a problem with illegal handguns coming up from the United States, actually. You guys
Sorry.
produce so many guns that like you Americans who love your guns can't even consume all the guns. So they're starting to make their way up to Canada, and they're getting in the hands of like our criminals, like gang members and what have you. And there's a rampant gang war going on right now in my like former hometown, Surrey, BC. Like it's full blast, like once a week, like multiple times a week, somebody's getting killed. Which
Is
is
it
a
all
lot.
drugs?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What's your drug up there? Heroin's probably.
Heroin's always been really popular. Yeah, it's always been like the drug of choice of the downtown east side is called in Vancouver. It's like our Skid Row. That actually puts LA's Skid Row to shame.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. Like in Canada.
And you have legal prostitution, and is it legal drugs too?
Prostitution's legal in Ontario, I believe, and but you have to do it through like a brothel situation, and it's like somehow government regulated, and that's new. That was only like 2-3 years ago they brought that in, and it was just a way of like trying to curb some of the like de-escalate the harm associated with sex work, essentially, to try to make it somewhat more safe. But no, it's Wild West in the West Coast. Like the only thing that's legal is cannabis. They're trying to decriminalize all substances so that people don't get charged for petty possession and stuff.
That's good.
But
Yeah, that would be nice.
it would be nice.
You know who did that? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, please, someone, but is it Puerto Rico? It's one who
Portugal as well.
decriminalized all drugs,
Yeah.
and they have their crime rate is like bike theft. It went down
Wow.
like crazy. They have no murders. Everything's great.
Right. I think that was
Everybody legalized
Portugal.
drugs.
Too.
Portugal. Okay.
Portugal, yeah, and it's like across the board, like everything went down, like
Yeah.
property crime, like just even traffic accidents, like people
Yeah.
wandering into the street and stuff.
Because they're happy. They're at home. They're on drugs. They're having a great time.
And believe it or not, you know what else went down is drug use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like, it's no,
Put the
there's no
cookies
taboo
down on
around
the
it.
counter. Nobody needs to
basically.
try to find them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
people
It's
stopped
so
picking it up
effective.
as teens, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no drug lords and
Not
gang
glamorous.
shootings
Yeah.
and all
No
that
money
stuff
in
just
it.
went away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is weird.
Well, that's-
I just had a dream last night about it was this crazy hedonistic like house, and I was there with Elliot, my 14-year-old, and everybody was just having sex with everybody, and it was all fine, and I was like, bye son, have fun, and all these women were all over him, and he was like, bye, Mom.
See, Mom, this is the normalest thing ever.
I know. It's so weird we're talking about that, but anyway, yeah.
Wait, why did you? Is there a reason you had that? Did something come up that you were thinking about?
No, I didn't even read the Bonobo article until this morning, so it couldn't have been that unless I just saw the headline and that got in my head. But I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. That's a whole nother podcast.
When I see bonobo sex, I think my son.
I know. Let's not make a connection. I might edit this whole thing out. See, here I go.
Watch out, Julianne's taking psychology. She'll start making those connections.
Yeah, I know. She
Freud.
does it. It's good.
Well, I do my yeah, you will have to edit this out, but okay, let me ask you, Matt, do you mind are we trying to close out, Joe?
Oh, I didn't know. I think our time is
I can go forever.
is such,
just you
but
go nuts.
yeah, go ahead.
Time is relative.
Do you raise your kids to think that you are more of an angel than you are and then let them discover later that you're a human, or do you just let yourself be yourself as a parent?
I just think it's easier to be my authentic self. Like, I've had so many brain injuries that, like, if I had to try to, like, manage a double personality for Violet's sake, I would just, my whole, like, Geist would split, I imagine.
Does she know you smoke pot? Does she know about, I mean, she's 4. That's so young.
Dad goes out for breaks because his head hurts, this is one thing, like, I don't lie to her.
Yeah.
Never lie to her. Like, Dad is legitimately, his head hurts. He's about to pass out, like, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having like fainting spells and stuff, and it's really rough. But Dad's taking another quick break, and she's like, "Okay, Daddy," and then she just watches Dora, and I pop back in like 2 minutes, and
Yep.
And
that's good.
Then we play dress up or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a brain splitting headache.
Right.
Wow.
I know, and this is how it should be too. Because I mean. Yeah, marijuana is medicinal and people use it for this reason. And so it shouldn't be a big stigmatized thing, but it is. And then so for me with my teens, I want to be a good influence. And yeah, here I am drinking a glass of wine too. So it doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to figure it out anyway. You're probably right.
But you are a good influence by being like a responsible consumer of wine. Like, unless you're like hucking the empty bottles at them and telling them to go down to the store and get Mama another bottle.
You know me.
Then you're probably okay.
Were you here last night? Did you peek in the window? That's exactly what happened. Yeah. No, I think so. I hope they can discern and make all the right decisions, But then sometimes
they're all teenagers right now, right?
Almost. I have a
kinda
10-year-old and then
Right.
14, 15. So yeah.
Okay, so if they're screwed up by, like, there's no hope for them if they're screwed up already, and it sounds like they're not. So I there's no more damage you can do in the last like few years of teenager.
Good, because
it's
I'm
that first
coming
5
out.
years. Yeah. Once like the 10-year-old turns 12, then you're pretty much done.
Okay, good.
Like,
Yeah.
Yay!
I know. We're still in magical thinking with the 10-year-old. She still
That's cool.
believes in everything, which is great. So we're going to ride that one out for a while, and yeah. But
Gonna crush her soul over the next year,
right.
huh?
break the news slowly but surely.
You should mess with her too. Just say one of the big characters are real and the rest are all fake, and then she'll not know what anything is real or not.
Oh,
I know,
that's
but
so
wait,
messed up.
if this, yeah, I know. And then
And
there's
Julianne can write a psych paper on that.
Oh no, that would be
Head
interesting.
shrinkers.
We could use her in a study. That'd be
it
good.
really would.
By the way, do you remember, I'm sorry, real fast, but that study with Albert, the baby, who they would show him a mouse? This was like in the 50s. And as he saw, the scientists would show him a white mouse and make a really loud noise. And then this poor little like 1-year-old or 2-year-old baby had this. And then, anyway, the point was then when he saw a mouse, he would anticipate the fear of a loud noise. And they were allowed to do that.
There's reasons why anthropologists don't trust psychologists. It's because of the skinnier, like, behavioral psychology from the 50s. They're so heinous. Like
bad.
the prison experiment.
Stanford prison, yeah.
That weird Nazi experiment at the high school. Have you heard about that one? That was in
The
California.
Milgram one with the shocks.
Yeah, Stanley Milgram.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wow. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll break it to our
Story
slowly,
for
I
the next
promise.
podcast.
Well,
We could do a whole one on crazy psychology. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I know
it's
that
wild.
that's
Yeah.
at Mom's perspective. I know that's why they made Snuffleupagus visible to the adults on Sesame Street, because when we grew up, no adults could see Snuffy, right? He would exit stage left as soon as an adult came in. And I guess all the child viewers were getting so frustrated and they were getting kind of mad at their parents. It became like us against them, the parents versus kids. And Sesame Street finally realized this and said that they were doing damage with this whole Snuffy thing. So then they made it to where everyone could see him. So... All right.
Are we really getting off?
No, that'll be the end. I can cut that.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
That was a blast.
You're the best.
Dude, that's so interesting. We could talk for hours. There's so many subjects.
Awesome. I know.
That's why I knew I wanted to come on as soon as I heard your show. I'm like, I could just talk to these two forever.
Yes, yeah. I know. We
my
have
gosh.
so many things we could cover. We could have you on every week. So, Weens, if you ever
part
want to
two.
take a
And 3 and
sabbatical,
4.
maybe I could take a
for sure.
sabbatical. You guys could do a show. I could see that.
Yeah, we'll do a side something on. I am really interested
Scorpio
in that.
Psychic Hour.
Yes,
there
let's
you
do
go.
it.
Julianne
Let's do it. You
knows-
could use your ESP. I was just telling Joelle that I used mine the other day. I have an ex and he hasn't called me in 6 years. And I go, you know, it would be interesting if I really have ESP, he would call. And he did.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I think everybody has it in them. It's almost like, oh, look out. And then everyone goes like this and they like protect their head. That goes all the way back to our monkey times, eh? Like we used to be like our main prey was like hawks and
Saber-tooth.
eagles.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, it was coming from above. That's why when you ever say look out to any human being,
go like
they
that.
always cover their head.
You're right.
They're not looking at the ground.
Interesting.
Even though snakes used to screw us up a lot too, but
Did they? Because I wonder about that. I have dreams about rattlesnakes all the time.
yeah, that's
all
why.
the time.
You guys, we
And
forgot
then
to
like
talk
rats
about...
carry diseases, you know.
We forgot to talk about bonobo sex. Bonobo?
Ah!
Bonobo.
Oh yeah,
We
I
also
have
do
like
it.
I have a lot on that. Believe it or not,
Wait.
I'm a big paleo.
Wait a second.
guy.
Can we do a?
Yeah,
can we do a
cut
quickie?
that in really quick?
Let's do it.
Because,
I haven't hit stop recording.
yeah, I haven't either. But we opened with that. So I'm like, oh no. All right. Okay, I'm going to segue to our article.
Monkey Twinkies.
All right, let's see how good you've gotten at this. Segue.
So I don't know where I'm going to put this. So I don't even need a segue. This could be after. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Now, does your wife like you talking about all this? Does she know? Does she listen?
She has no idea what we talk about on the podcast. Never listens.
Yeah, same
No
with my husband.
interest.
No idea.
It's weird, eh?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. It hurt at the beginning. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I tried really hard. Like,
know.
what?
I'm like, I ask you to listen. Just, I really would love for you to participate. And, that's your
And
thing.
I'm
is
like
it
you.
about
Like,
that?
I do all the editing and stuff too. And it's a skill I taught myself.
Yes.
I'm kind of proud of that. Like,
Same.
you'd be like, check out the sound drops. I don't know. It's impressive.
Right.
No?
Yeah.
No.
This
I
is,
know.
but it's also your passion. You would think the other person cares about your passion.
I know. It's almost like, oh, it's your thing. That's cool. Good for you.
Is it okay now, though? Do you feel comfortable with or is it still kind of sad? Aww.
It's weird, right? I know. I'm with you.
I've been doing this for 6 years. I used to have another show, right? So
Yeah, it's a funny world, this whole thing. But
wild independent podcast.
I know, right? I know. But
Do you guys see people like get up and out of it and blow up? And what's your goal with this?
Nothing.
Just to do it,
Yeah.
to have fun and
Honestly,
great.
as a replacement, like for one, Evan's my best friend, one of my best friends, right? Like, and we tried to recreate his patio in Ottawa. Like he used to live in Ottawa and then moved all the way across the country, right? Right when we started the podcast as well, Mel got a job out here and we moved. So we tried to recreate his patio. So it's a chance to get together with friends. And then because I used to be podcaster, I know a bunch of podcasters and I met more with this show. So it's like a chance to get together and talk to people who I consider friends. I consider you guys friends. So
that's
Yeah.
I
awesome.
start crying.
Aw,
you're a
see, I know.
friend.
It's true. It really is a great community in a weird stay-at-home parent world, you know, for
It's
me.
great. It's a great fit for us, right?
So
Because
great.
like what else? And then for me, it's like a replacement of grad school.
Yeah.
Like my favorite thing in university, and I went to university for 17 years.
What?
Right? Including, I got like 3 undergrads, an associate.
That's what I want to do. I
a
never want to
master's,
leave.
and half a PhD.
How
I
did you
never wanted to
afford
leave.
that?
I worked the whole time, and then I stayed rent free with my parents, and then
Oh, Joelle,
then
I'm
I-
moving in.
I'm telling you,
married.
just move in, go to school, we'll do the podcast.
But I want to go
my
to school for
goal-
17 years. I really do. I
That's
love
all
it.
I ever want to do. I still
Yeah.
want to go back. And
Go
like,
back.
Yeah,
so cool.
I can't,
know there's
unfortunately.
so much to learn. Yeah, Weens, you've got to just move in with me. And that's why I want to do the podcast, is to give you this outlet, and maybe it'll be a job for you someday, but maybe not. But just stay here and it'd be great.
Wouldn't that be fun? We've
So
just made a plan.
What are you working on then? Like, in terms of your education? Like, what is it? Like, I only got snippets. Like, you're just taking like 1.5 million college courses, it seems like.
I just never finished my BA, so now I'm...
okay.
I had to piece together all my junior college from over the years, because I always was in, like, film and art, and I just didn't prioritize school. And so it was, like, bits and pieces when I'd have breaks.
Oh, of course.
And then finally I gathered up all those transcripts during the pandemic, and then I was able to get into a university, Sonoma State, up north in the wine country. So I'm doing it all online, and I'm going towards a degree. Damn. Yeah.
Too bad you couldn't go in person.
I know,
That'd
right?
be a sweet place. I'm such a wino. Like, I like my beer as a Canadian, but I'm a wino.
You would love it up there.
She just got on the dean's list too. I saw the letter, right? I know. Yeah,
girl. That's impressive.
It's really impressive.
Don't tell me that, because I don't want to. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just going one foot in front of the other. So I don't even know what that means, except that I'm just going to take it as. I mean, I know that it's probably.
You know
good.
what it means? It means you're smart and you're trying hard.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Yep.
You got rewarded for your efforts.
It feels good. I just am worried
good.
of like getting too like big for my britches, where I don't
I'll knock
work
you down
as hard.
Don't worry, I'll knock you down.
And your big sister's always here too.
I'm gonna start dropping existential citations.
Oh my God.
And you're just gonna swim it.
And I keep saying it's probably easier when it's online, and if I really were in the class, it might be a lot harder. But I'm not sure if that's true.
No, that's some bullshit.
I've heard it might be opposite. Like,
that's some bullshit. It's way harder to do it online.
Okay.
I would think so too, because you'd get distracted, and like I can't sit at a computer, and the fact that you can too, it's
and you're entirely self-directed.
Yeah,
like you can kind of like
that comes
just
with
tune
age.
It out easier, right?
Yeah.
I think that's totally age, and it's having a lot of those air purifiers that just go and you can't hear the world, and you just. But you know, my body's getting sore from staying in one position too much. Because
are you getting the Monty burn yet? Like here, I'll show you the Monty burn.
This.
Oh, I have that. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I don't know how to get rid of. I'm doing my laptop now on my back, like trying to hold it on my face.
Here, look, this.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then it activates in here.
You have to line up your.
Yeah.
I heard your cheekbones are supposed to be in line with your clavicle.
Yeah.
So
in South Korea, it's actually becoming quite a popular procedure, unfortunately, where especially young girls, like teenagers, early 20s sort of women, go into the doctor and they break the top vertebrae that go right into your skull because of like cell phone use on the subway and what have you. Yeah, because they're like,
oh my God.
Okay,
so it fuses in here, so they snap it back into place.
Oh my God.
Mine's starting to do weird things like that. Like I feel like it's getting that level, so I need to figure out one of those bouncy balls.
Do you guys know anything about eyelid treatments in Asia?
No.
What?
I need it though. Does it lift?
Like they cut off a part of your eyelid and then they fuse it back up so that you have big circular eyes.
Oh my God.
Like Japanese? Is this an Asian thing?
Like an anime
thing?
Like
it's supposed to look like an anime character or North American, like us or whatever.
Wow.
Like the Japanese flying squirrels with the big. I know. That would not work with us. We'd just get normalized if we did that.
Wow.
Instead of our cats.
That would be strange. Yeah, that would completely change your guys' faces because you both have the similar eye shape, right?
And
now I'm
mine's
doing
just
eugenics on you.
drooping more and more. So yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we got Russian a lot. I did growing up. What did you get, Joe?
What I look like? What I look like?
Like
what
eye
is my
shape. What
background?
nationality? Yeah.
I don't think anyone ever.
Joe looks Czech. And you look like you're from the Caucasus, Julianne.
Really?
Yeah, you look like Central Asian or something.
That's
she has those cat eyes.
And you're a giant too, right? The Amazon or whatever.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6 3/4.
Wow.
Yeah, I might be shrinking after all this computer stuff. It's very possible because I measure myself. I'm getting more like 6. So.
And how much do you weigh? I'm just kidding.
I had to think about it. I was going to answer, but I'm like, I don't.
Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to say
Wait,
that.
did you just ask me how old I was? I'm like, wait, fuck this guy. No.
This is what made me such a good anthropologist.
Yeah,
It's like before
I
you
would
even
have
know,
answered, you little jerk.
tell me everything.
This is what they do in
You're like
online
Tilly
dating
hat.
too.
You
Yeah.
do this to me, Joelle, and you make me talk about weird things on this podcast. She'll just keep asking, and I'll go, take it back. You have to edit out everything. How did you
Yeah.
get me to do that?
Yeah.
You're fun to talk to. You have lots to say. A lot going
You guys
on
are
in
good.
that
Both
noodle.
of you. You got a gift. Both of you.
Yeah, Evan is very closed off like that too. Like, and whenever I get him to reveal something, he's like, "Oh,
Dang it.
I just mentioned that I have a grandmother. Oh
Yeah.
no!" Like, it's like that minor.
Oh,
It is
he's
funny.
a sweet guy.
I know the limits with this whole thing.
Do you know? Guess how old that guy is?
Evan?
I'm going to guess older. I think he's 48.
No, I would think your age. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'll say 42.
Yeah, 26.
What?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
He's like the older, like,
I know.
sage guy. Wow.
he's wiser than me. I know.
Oh my gosh. No, he just has that voice of just like calm, grandfatherly. Wow.
I can't even do an impression. I'm usually pretty good at impressions. I was trying to think. I'm like, I can't do an Evan. Hey, how's it going? I can't even do it.
Yeah. It's lower and just like.
I picture him as tall and skinny and blonde.
Wow, no, he is like 5'10", pretty slight, like hipster-ish kind of looking.
Yeah.
Young guy, like drinks things out of like mason jars, like got a record collection.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
But he's also like an 85-year-old guy. Like he has
Yeah.
the greatest cocktail like abilities. Like he can make an old fashioned that'll knock your socks off.
Oh,
Wow.
that's fun.
Yeah,
There
he'll make you
go.
a sea breeze or a mai tai.
Maybe
Like,
it's that
he's like that.
mixology hipster
Yeah.
nation.
I don't know, but he's Campari, man. Like he just loves this stuff. And me, I'm just like, just open a bottle of wine, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. I tried
And I'll roll a
Campari.
joint.
It's so gross. Ugh.
Yeah, what
Yeah, I
it's
don't get it.
bitter, right?
Yeah.
He's way into it right now, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. That just
I
looks
don't
like
either.
food coloring.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
bitter. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess it's good mixed with stuff, maybe. I don't know.
But it's
wow.
bright red? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm better mixed with stuff. I'm not good on my own.
You're great. I'm so glad we did this. Thank you so
Thanks,
much for making it happen, because it's been on my list in my brain forever, and it's just I'm just bad at pulling the trigger and being like, okay,
I'm
this is what
surprised
we're
it happened. I thought you only had people from California on. That's why I was always holding off.
We're so lazy because
just-
we
I thought
just
you were
go
a
local.
California exclusive thing.
doing. It's just convenience.
Are you
It's like
kidding? Oh.
Julianne will go to coffee with someone and be like, I met this cool person, or my buddy's playing a gig. I'll talk to him, see if he wants to come on the
And
show.
we have like 20 people that are on. We're like, sorry, we'll get to it. Sorry,
I know.
but it's
And
always just people we see and like, oh yeah, okay, let's do that.
And we don't have a good schedule. Are you guys good and scheduled? Like, we record on this day, I edit this day, I put it out this day.
No,
Okay.
none of that.
Yeah.
No, it's just as random as our show.
Yeah,
Like our
that's
release
us.
dates are like whenever the hell I want to.
Right,
Like,
right.
shut up is free.
Yeah.
Like basically.
That's it. But then I get sucked into this whole formula of like, but you should be weekly and give your listeners the time to expect exactly. And I'm like, first of all, I don't know who's listening. No one's really very vocal about it. I mean, we get download numbers, but I don't know. And so, yeah, it's a whole, I'm always curious the process. And then do you
My previous show was like that, and there's a lot of things that we do on Nooks and Crannies that's very intentional because of my shitty experience with the first guy.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have a release date. We don't have episode length
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
There's no topical consistency
Yeah.
because I just like that, and like I don't really promote outside of like mandatory stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I have trouble with that too. I get sucked into the social media side of it because I like it. It's pretty, it's fun, and I like talking to people. And then I realize like, oh shit, I should be editing. And, you know, this is when Julianne used to edit, but now she's so busy with school that I've been doing it all. No, it's fine. It's just, yeah, I'm not good at the multitasking when it comes to everything. So I probably need to just chill on the social media side.
But we're also stay-at-home parents, and we like our whole life is like scheduled and like
Yeah.
a little bit like we need to be, or else it'd be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
So like, if it works, then it works for you. But I just I'm not gonna do any expectations.
Yeah.
Like, there's no expectations podcasting.
Right. No, and that's it too. I mean, there's too much randomness. Like a kid will have a birthday. Like today, I had to drive my daughter to a birthday party, and we have sports and this and that. Our kid just needs you.
So selfish.
Right? I know. It's really hard. It's really hard. And I'm always cleaning. Like my husband, I love him dearly, but he's very traditional. So it's like the household stuff is all on me too. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
You got a phenomenal like bedroom back there. Like that is like just catalog perfect. But
this was Joyce
Julianne,
Carter.
That's the kind of place I would live.
Yeah, this is her room when she's here.
Like tapestries and weird pictures and just whatever. Like
this is my mom made this room for herself kind of when she comes to stay. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. But there's the studio. That's the closet where I do all the work. And then, that's the bedroom.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It works, whatever. I don't know. But, well, gosh. You're the best, Matty. Thank you so much for doing everything. Will you call if you ever want to, like, chat or do anything or behind the scenes stuff or I don't know. But I just like you. You're just a good person. And I feel
Thanks,
like in this world of online, a lot of people are fakertons, and I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I'm this way.
Yeah, I know you are, and I think you're great. And like, actually, the first time I heard your show, I think was when you had Paul on, because I knew Paul from, I guess, Underdog, or I don't remember how I first started talking to him, but I like.
He's one of the nicest people. He's way nicer than me.
No,
like,
stop.
Paul.
No.
He is. No, he's a really nice guy. Like it bothers me. I'm trying to corrupt him, actually.
He's funny too. He's like so witty in his writing, and I mean, you are too.
Ciao.
On camera too, but he's kind of nervous. He's cute. It's funny, but and then all the guys at Podfix are really nice. They've been good. The Puppet Filmcast dudes are pretty cool. I don't know.
Do you?
Yeah, you gotta always be careful with male podcasters.
That's
though,
the
because
thing.
I've also heard some like horror stories.
Are they
like,
creepy?
Dick pics being sent. Yeah, they'll send you dick pics if you're not careful.
What?
Yeah.
See the dick pics.
I've had a couple reach out to me, like just asking if I'm interested.
In dick pics?
No.
Yeah, just a cyber relationship or whatever.
What? Really? Are you kidding right now?
Yeah. I think a lot of people think I'm like bi or something just because I talk about like how
Maybe you're
attractive men
open
are and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I'm straight as an arrow. I just think some men are hot.
You
like,
can just.
I mean, what the fuck?
That's like Dax Shepard. He's always like loves our buddy Julianne, Brad Pitt. Like he just this is his guy. Yeah. That's weird.
I mean, but then, like, what are you gonna say? Like, Brad Pitt's ugly? No, he's not. He's beautiful.
Yeah, but
guys are so
too
weird. I think the
masculine
guy
to say that, right?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I think Billy Joe from Green Day said everyone's bisexual. Like, if we didn't have this society, we would all be. And I think maybe that's true.
There you go. Back
we're
to
just
bonobos.
so geared. Bonobos, rub those twinks up on something.
Play sword fights. It's okay.
Sword fights are fine.
Yeah, and we'll do like if you guys want to do like side like projects, topic specific things like psych, sociology, anthropology, that stuff, or anything medical, like I have way too many topics always for our show.
Okay.
Like I right now have on my phone like 37 like topics that I'm not going to get to.
Yeah.
So I'm a machine. Even if you just want like ideas, or I'm not the best editor, but I can quickly edit an episode for you anytime you want. Joe,
it would be fun to
so
do
nice.
some
Thank
kind
you.
of an expert podcast thing, or just have like a topic and fully explore it and
Right.
do.
Or even a limited series, like 6 episodes on ESP or whatever it might be. You know.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Something
because
like-
there's certain ones that don't come up on our show. Like Evan believes in like aliens and ESP and all that stuff, but he's just like he's an anarchist Marxist, right? Like he doesn't want to talk about that.
Well, and it puts you in a potentially
I'm a
weird
socialist.
category of you're being woo woo, right? Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's hard to be in science and then have that.
See, but okay, I would love to, and I know you guys are trying to go, but I always waver on one side or the other depending on who I talk to, but I would really like to pull in and just really analyze something and go, all right, let's look up this stuff about does the moon actually affect your body, and let's really look it up. Let's bring on a couple people on both sides and really figure out that one topic. Let's debunk it. Mythbusters. Anyway.
That's what we do on our show. Like, sometimes we have like little whatever segments, like "How you doing, buddy?" But basically everything is somewhat researched or whatever.
Yours feels like it doesn't feel research. It feels like you guys are just really smart. Well, you are the main one. I'm like, this guy knows everything. But
Evan too, though, dude. Just in the conversation,
Evan's the smartest person I've ever met.
Both of you guys, like your vocabulary, just speaking to you. I mean, listening to you. It just feels like. Yeah, it's great.
Thank you. And now I'm like gonna really I'll probably start crying and sweating just as a Canadian. Like, this is too much praise. Like, we can't we're constitutionally demanded not to. But like, honestly, like, I met Evan at a wine store. He was like a depressed 20-year-old guy who was like going through multiple breakups and like just the saddest sack guy ever, reading like German existentialist poetry. And I remember going for like one smoke break with him, like, this guy's the smartest guy I'm ever going to meet. Like, straight up. Like, this guy is brilliant. And he's smart about all topics, which is cool. Like, I like to think that I'm pretty, like, all over the place, like, in a good way. Like, I'm kind of interested in everything. And he was like that, but also, like, way better read than I am. And he was only 20, and I was, like, 32 or something. I'm like, how do you know all this stuff? And as soon as we started hanging out, like, basically, again, our podcast is like his back patio. So it might seem like we're like affecting, like, trying to be smart guys, but like, this is literally how I talk to him.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't podcasting, I would be talking in a way more complicated way, because there's also like, I've been to university for so freaking long that like, it's embarrassing, like, using, like, I don't want to come across as pretentious.
Right. You dumb yourself down a little bit. Just
but then like then I don't want to insult others by like, oh, I'm going to dumb my speech down so you dumbasses over there in California can understand me and keep up. Like, it's just sort of like.
No, I get it. You have to kind of generalize. You don't know who your audience is too, so you don't want to be too over the top and
alienating.
Maybe you balance out Evan, because maybe that is his natural speak. So then you kind of have to.
It is, yeah. That's why he doesn't have any other friends except me.
That's funny, because most of the podcasts I've heard, you've been the dominant speaker. So I don't know that much about the Evan side. Huh.
I know, and that's the thing with his, like, he doesn't share a lot. Like, and like, I keep forgetting that he has a sister, for example. I'm like, oh yeah, right.
Wow.
But like, and stuff like that. Like, it's just details about his past, or like.
I know. It is tricky balancing the personal stuff with the public stuff.
Then also as the editor, like, I know that as his friend, like, if he slips up and says something or uses his last name, for example, we don't use it, but I like to call his dad Mr. Ferguson every once in a while, just because it's funny, right?
Yeah.
But like, we don't use our last names, for example. So if he slips up and uses it like mine or his last name, then I'll like edit it out. So you try to cover them a bit.
Yeah.
A couple got through, but that's okay.
Yeah, I know. Same. I do that with Julianne too. Even if she'll say something really funny, but if it's could be construed as kind of mean about somebody, it's like, you don't want to go there. And I know her.
You don't want to be like including jokes about the darkies on the podcast.
I know.
It's not like she does normally, but
no, but we did say something about darky, and then I didn't even think about it.
Oh no, did you?
But it wasn't meant in that way. No, it was like, I like guys with dark hair. That's what it was. It was like, it was when she had her Patrick Wilson crush, and he's so blonde. I go, usually you don't like the blonde guys. Usually you like the darkies. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. I like the blondies this time or something. And as I'm editing it together and I hit publish, I was like, is that bad to say darkies? And I didn't know it was a racial thing, like a racist thing. And I was like,
I did one with uppity. I didn't know uppity was a racialized term in America. It means like, it means an African American who's like dressed well and thinking that they're above their own like station in life. It goes back to like the Jim Crow era.
I've never heard that either. Uppity. Yeah. I would never think that. No, we use that in normal speak, but.
Yeah, I used to as well until I think it was Chris Bosh of all people, the basketball player. He's like, I just learned this as well. Like, some announcer was calling him uppity or whatever because he was getting to like up on himself, like challenging coaches or whatever. Right. But then it turned out it's like, oh, that was really racist, and the guy had to apologize. It's like, I didn't know either. Nobody knew that.
Yeah. Well, in Master Bedroom, I learned this from Sarah Silverman. It's the master. sleeps there.
Yeah.
And the
Master of
slaves
the house.
sleep over there. And so even the word master bedroom or master bathroom when describing a
Racist.
house.
Oh, right. Oh, that kind of master. Oh, I just thought about like
Well, that's what it means.
husband.
And I never thought
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
no, like massa kind of
Oh,
master.
Yeah.
massa.
Right?
So
Ugh.
she's like, so let's stop saying master bedroom, master bathroom. Just say the main bedroom, the main bathroom. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, easy enough. Done.
Have you changed? It's so hard.
It's
so in your
hard.
brain.
I'm 49. Let's not talk about that. but
Another
yeah.
one, like I have a friend named JP, like his French name Jean-Philippe, and but for the longest time I called him Jipper, right? Like I don't know, I just thought it was like a good nickname, like JP Jipper, and then I'm like Jip, oh Gypsy, oh.
That's
And I
bad
had to
too.
take that one out too. Yeah, like Jip is for reverse gypsy, so you're trying to get something out of you.
Ah, see?
Trying to rip
All
you
these
off.
things. Yeah. I have a friend who has a company named Gypsy Soul. And she got called out for having a racist name. She's like, it's my company. I'm what? But I don't know.
Is she Roma or is
No,
she just like,
she's just a regular chick who
just an
thinks it's cool to be
innocent
like
white girl?
she's always reinventing herself, right? And she wants to go here and she travels there, and so just that concept. But yeah,
California seems fun. I think I'd fit in really well.
yeah,
there.
totally.
Like, I
You
kind of
would.
like people who are just like, hey, whatever, man. Like, let's just go do ayahuasca on Tuesday.
Oh, it's so everywhere. But up north, Northern California. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
think more than even here.
And then I live in stupid conservative suburbia over here. I mean, people are still pretty cool, but it's definitely a lot more conservative than like living by the beach or whatever. So, yeah.
Where do you live? Like in LA? Is that?
I'm in
or-
San
I'm
Diego.
LA. She's
Oh, yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And I'm like East San Diego, so I'm inland, and it's just where all the families are. So everybody's like
Yeah.
going to church and doing the thing and making judgments on everybody.
They
But
don't even surf anymore.
I know I don't even surf anymore.
See, like I'm a ferocious golfer, right? So that's what like San Diego's supposed to be like spectacular for golf courses.
Yeah, my husband golfs. He'll take you out. We used to live on Rancho Bernardo Inn. Has a good golf course. He learned on Torrey Pines, which is where they do the big invitational.
Yes,
And
yes, I've heard of Torrey
The
Pines.
cliffs and the whole thing. Yeah,
Tiger
yeah,
Woods.
it's gorgeous.
one of the
I've played
top 10
Torrey Pines
courses.
before,
Yeah.
but I'm no good.
Really?
Yeah, I would play with him when we were dating, and it was just fun. I'm no good, but I'd be like,
Oh.
well,
That's lighting
I'm
up.
trying to think, like a couple above par. What's that? Like bogey?
I'm like shocked. I'm just like, I can't believe you played Torrey.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They would have like deer everywhere, and like a fox ran across the path one time. It's cool. It's like really.
But anyone can play it, right? You
it's
just have to have money.
expensive, but no. What you do is you present your ID and show that you live in the city of San Diego, and then you get a city card. They call it a city card, and then you can play for, I think it was like $20, and yeah.
Oh,
So it was super
Oh,
cheap, and the price may have
cheapest-
gone up now, but it's still really cheap if you have a city card. So that's what you do.
see, in Canada, we don't do that. Like, America's famous for that. Like, we'll go down to Washington State, for example, to play golf because there's like deals like that to be had. Like, even the courses are like $20. Here, like a course like Torrey. Like I grew up on a course that had a PGA Tour event. Actually, it's in Surrey. It's now defunct, but so that's like a primo, really nice course, and it's like $200 a round.
Yeah, and that's typical for a lot of the other courses. So it just so happens that this is considered a public course. So they have that. Yeah.
You know, Pebble Beach is a public course as well, and that's a famous course.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
that's
you
the
can play
same.
for like $25.
The same thing. Yeah, if you have a city card, you could probably do that too. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Savage.
Yeah, come down to San Diego and we'll take you golfing, and that'd be fun.
Jules really wants to show off her cat. I
know.
To like, hey, look, I have a cat.
Jules,
This is Mr. Mittens.
I just
I don't have any babies. I just have
I know. I reposted your Italian pizza making cat video. Hey, which might also be
That's
kind of
amore.
racist, but that's okay. No.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to break up your golf. I was just going to sign up for unemployment.
No, you go. Do your thing. Yeah, we should
too.
all go probably. But anyway, you're the best. Thank you so much.
All right.
So
Let's
fun.
do this again, and
Okay.
we'll also do side projects. It'll be fun.
Yeah, super fun. All right, bye,
Okay,
you guys.
cool.
And then just I'll however you want to send me your file. We always use WeTransfer, but I don't know how.
Okay. Do you have a link for that, that click on to upload, or do how does that work?
How could we do it? We could also just do like Google Drive if you want to send me it.
Do we have enough space?
That way.
Do we?
I don't think it's a space thing. I think you just go to WeTransfer.com, Matty, and sign up. And then you can just go to the...
Jules, you're like Evan. He's like, how does a podcast work? I've only been doing this for 4 years. Yeah, I got you.
It's all Joelle.
We'll figure it out. We'll email each other and figure it out. You can do either Google Drive, WeTransfer.com. It's free, and you can just send it there. It's pretty straightforward.
But wouldn't Google Drive be easiest?
I'll do Google.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and I'll get it, and then... Yay. All right.
Is it a hot... Okay, sorry, bye.
What are you going to ask about my Hotmail account?
You guys are. No.
You know, I'm pretty roasted right now. Yeah, it's because I got the interrogation light above me. But no, it's like 15 degrees, 18 degrees Celsius. Glorious. So it's like just perfect.
That's nice.
It's always perfect here.
Good. I know. Lucky. All right.
I live here.
Bye.
Right,
have a good
care.
rest of your Sunday.
You too. Take care.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, it's like 100 here.
Is it really?
No, I think it's like 90.
Okay.
But it's darn tootin'.
That's very tootin'. All right.
Arf.
I will get off here, let it save, and I'll call you, okay?
Bye.
Right, bye.
You don't have to call if you have to go do stuff.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. We'll talk later.
Bye, Joe.
Thanks, Weens. Have fun.
Thanks. Bye.